welcome back. We're here on Spotlight on Riverside Radio, and I am here till 8 p.m. Hooray! I hear you shout. Now I'm now joined by the KEW players, and we have Karen Hayworth Taylor and Jeremy Gill. Hello, everyone. Hello. Ooh, put your microphones up. Remember to do that.
Hello.
There you go. Hello. Always forget that. Now, so Jeremy, you are writing it.
I am.
Directing it.
I am.
Did you write a theme tune?
Funny you should mention that.
Oh,
No, I haven't really.
No, you haven't. And Karen, what's your role in all of this?
Oh, right. Well, I'm on the committee and I help out with the social media side. KEW Players is sort of known for encouraging members to write their own plays, and it became very apparent during lockdown with the Zoom productions of how much talent our members have. And Jeremy, a good friend of mine, we've known each other for a long time, theatrically for many years.
Yeah.
And we were reading each other's work, and I was blown away with the comedy element and the understated wit of his style of writing and of the characters and how they develop throughout the plays, and I couldn't stop chuckling.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I sort of became Jeremy's link and liaison in getting this comedy off the ground.
Bless.
And
because Karen, you did you wrote a play during lockdown
That's
as well,
right,
didn't you?
yeah.
You did
That's
Neighbourhood
right.
Watch.
Yeah, that's
It was
right.
fabulous.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. And I sort of got a sense of sort of what type of work that they were looking for. And when sort of, Jeremy popped into my mind, I thought, yes.
And
Let's
this
go
is
for it.
another fine mess she's got.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremy, can you give us a synopsis of your creation, your baby?
Well, funny enough, it began when lockdown started as a lockdown project because I'd set myself the goal to write some filler material for a different production, which had a fictional radio serial in it, and which eventually got cancelled. But I carried on writing it all the same. It's subsequently been reinstated. The Killing of Sister George at Teddington Theatre Club in July. My artistic director will be pleased I got the plug in there.
I had seen that was on. I'm going to probably pop down and have a chat.
It's based on a woman who's just like the equivalent of The Archer. So it's that kind of thing. It's a kind of fictional countryside. And I deliberately chose to make the characters funnier and maybe a bit warmer than they would otherwise be, really to give actors something to do.
Yeah.
We'd got together to read the slightly ill-fated and cancelled production during lockdown when it was legal to, out in somebody's garden, no more than 5 or whatever the law said at the time.
Everyone in a corner.
Yeah, exactly. And it was nice to bring it to life, and it was just lovely for people to have something to read.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been on stage myself for 2.5 years now.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm beginning to think, well, I might forget how to do it.
Oh, I don't believe that. You've been in over 100 productions.
It comes on people, and they suddenly lose whatever it is.
Yeah.
The muscle. You need to keep exercising it.
But writing, I found I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And the more I had to change it to accommodate circumstances and casting, the more I enjoyed it.
It's the power, isn't it?
Yeah, so I honestly can't wait to write another one.
Yeah. When you were writing it, were you thinking of people in your mind?
I did have some people in mind. There's a particular character, I won't embarrass by mentioning, but I never had anybody else in mind after the first time I heard her read it. We did some initial...
You now know all the female members of your cast again. He wrote it for me.
I tell them all that.
Yeah, do. You're my favourite.
Worked so far.
I know. That's what I do as a director. Just keep telling everyone, you're my favourite.
Of course, I wouldn't tell anybody else this.
No, absolutely.
Strictly entrepreneur.
So tell us a bit about the life, death,
I know.
4 zodiacs.
It's basically, to paraphrase a very great artist called Vivian Stanchel, it's the grotesque furniture of my mind.
Wow.
Yeah. Presented,
I like that phrase.
Presented in the form of low burlesque in southwest London. And it's just a bunch of quite strange people in this town. It's a little village rather, where it's kind of stuck in a bit of a time warp because it's at the end of a road up a narrow winding valley. So you don't go through it to get anywhere, apart from Badgerish Bottom. But these people, they are strangely modern, particularly, and it was important to me to write women's roles which paid almost no heed to any ideas of inequality or inferiority. They didn't pander to the men in their lives. The men in their lives knew exactly where they are.
So is it quite matriarchal?
A little tiny bit, but they get all the best jokes. The ladies in it.
Quite right.
And there's a couple of characters. They're like a pair. They're almost like a pair of amateur sleuths, if you like. And they take an interest, not a prurient interest in what goes on in the village. And it's got a young boy in it, and he is a classic example of, I don't know if you know the saying, but it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
He's that child.
Oh.
Yeah. Pardon me. The lovely Sam O'Connor, who we are introducing to the stage. He's been a joy to work with, as have they all, actually.
Yeah. How big is your cast?
It's 12 altogether.
Yes, it's 12.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good size.
And we Q2 event originally said, well, there's far too many people in it,
Oh.
So we had a negotiation, and I got it down to a very bare minimum of 8, and we settled on 11.
That's a great compromise.
It all went my way.
Good
But through
negotiating.
you, Jeremy, we've managed to gain more members for Q2 as
We
well.
are.
So
We make up a significant proportion of Q2's membership.
That's great.
it's great. So
And we've drawn people from all round, not just Q, but
Yeah.
neighbouring St Margaret's, Twickenham, Hampton, Teddington,
Yeah.
Hanworth. So it's all over the borough, really. It's the sort of thing where it's actually been quite a happy production, isn't
Yeah, it
it?
has
With
been,
the actors, we do laugh an awful lot.
it's a comedy, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
based in the late 1960s.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but with the proviso that it's a terrible cliche, but comedy is actually rather serious,
It is.
and it's very hard work.
Yeah.
And I there's a wonderful old maxim that Barry Cryer used to say about comedians, and he used to say, if it's going badly, get off. If it's going well, get off. And I think that's a lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
He was a wonderful man.
He certainly was,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Oh. So sad.
Yeah.
But how have you found all the rehearsals going through? You're about to go on stage, aren't you?
Yeah,
So
we-
you
we're
must be
gonna-
getting the point where it's all kind of coming together.
We start our get-in on Sunday. It's an alien environment for most of us, but there's people who've done shows there before.
At the National Archives.
At the
Yeah.
National Archives, and again, thank you to the National Archives for actually having us.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic place.
It is, and
It's wonderful. You walk up, it's just so wow.
it is. I got the plans of the building as soon as I heard there was a possibility, just to see what the auditorium is. That's the first thing you look at is
Yeah.
the space. Where's the dressing room? Is there any wings? Where? How far do I have to go to the loo? Can I have a cup of coffee when I'm not on the stage?
All the most important things.
Yeah, like an
a
actor
list.
looks at a script and thinks, when am I not on? When can I put my feet up? I've had some people who I've been embarrassed at not writing enough for them, and I think, well, Charles in particular, I could say, "I'm sorry, there's not enough material." "Oh, don't worry, dear boy, I'm quite happy here with my book."
So it's such a team, isn't it? When you get to
Yeah.
this stage, isn't it? Everyone's spent so much time together. It's just lovely.
I mean, it took a while for us to sort of get the cast together because
Yeah.
we
It
had
did
to have
take
some
a
really
while,
talented actors for this.
Well, because there are so many shows that have hoovered up everybody. 'Cause
Yeah.
everybody's show's been on at the same time. It's been the maddest period in local drama. I've known since I started, and I've been doing it 15 years.
I know. I think it's as we came out, everyone's so excited to be back on the stage, and wonderfully so many shows going out, and all at such a high standard.
Yeah, I hate them.
I know. Oh, dreadful. But I think this is good news that we have so many talented and brilliant
so do I,
people doing
actually.
wonderful things. Yeah. Now you must remind us the dates of the show.
It's Wednesday the 18th of May, 7:45 p.m. Thursday the 19th, same time. Saturday the 21st. So we don't have a performance on the Friday.
Yes, I did see
Saturday
that.
the 21st of May, 2:30 and 7:45 p.m.
Brilliant. And where can people get tickets?
Okay, well, there's several ways. So I
Yeah,
just want
yes,
to
darling, yes.
There's the internet link, which is www.trybooking.co.uk/27515. And they can also request by email. The email address is tickets@q2players.org.uk.
Excellent. And all this information is on your website.
It
is indeed,
I will
yes.
put up on the
fantastic.
Spotlight Facebook page as well. Now, thank you so much. We're almost at
wow.
the adverts. Can you believe it? What a wonderful chat.
I've only just got started.
Oh, Jeremy.
Well, it's charmingly off the wall, this play, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
absolutely...
it's a little bit bonkers. It's basically
brilliant.
what goes on in my mind.
Yeah.
And it is
Got the great script.
It's just good fun and a bit of froth, and it's not meant to
Absolutely.
be taken that seriously.
No.
Yeah,
Just what we need in these times, isn't it?
that's what I thought
Exactly.
when I started. I
Yeah.
thought we're going to need something like this
Yeah.
by the time we get on, and we do.
We
Your
do.
debut comedy at the
Exactly.
National Archives.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming
you
in
for
to
having
see me.
us, Sharon.
It's been wonderful seeing you. And Karen, brilliant to see you in the flesh
Yes.
rather than on Zoom.
Where would I be without her?
Where indeed. Right, up next, we're going to have, in light of the death in this, there's one more angel in heaven from Joseph.
Oh.
Oh.